Today is the 21st of March. Welcome to Voice of British Orthodoxy. I'm, of course, Reader Lazar. Today we have one saint on the group chat and the book. Well, we've got two separate different group chat entries for the same saint, if I remember correctly. Yes, and then we've also got the same, and then we've got bonus entry on here, so I will move this down here, because our first entry for the day is Saint Enda, also known as Endæ or Enna, and he is from the 6th century. The brother of Saint Fanchia, 1st of January, Saint Enda founded many of the earliest monasteries in Ireland. His principal monastery was at Killeen in the Aran Islands. Saints Ciaran of Clonmacnoise, 9th of September, and Brendan, 16th of May, were among his disciples. Saint Enda reposed circa AD 530. The first group chat entry says, Venerable Enda, Abbot of Innismore, commemorated March 21/April 3. Saint Enda is honoured in the Church as one of the founders of Irish monasticism, and the father of the hermitic life in the Aran Islands. He shone in the 6th century through an ascetic life, humility and apostolic zeal, serving as a guide to many monks and illumining Ireland through his teaching and example. Saint Enda was born in Ireland to a family of chosen lineage and was initially raised in the warrior orders of the time. In his youth, he led a worldly life, but through God's care and the encouragement of a pious sister, his heart turned to repentance and spiritual life. Abandoning vainglory and worldly customs, he received holy baptism without full conscience and gave himself entirely to the service of Christ. Wishing to grow in spiritual life, Saint Enda went for a while to Britain, where he became accustomed to the monastic order and the life of obedience, and to prayer, fasting, and reading the Holy Scriptures. Next entry is Saint Enda entry is from a different group chat. Saint Enda of Aran, Abbot of Aranmore, monk, earliest leader of Irish monasticism, (5th and 6th centuries AD). Brother of Saint Fanchia, he was the earliest founder of the monasteries in Ireland, of which the main one was on Inishmore. Saints Ciaran and Brendan were among his disciples. He was an Irish prince and warrior king of Oriel in Ulster, revered as the patriarch of Irish monasticism and the founder of the first authentic monasteries in Ireland. Born into a noble family, he was converted to Christianity by his sister, Saint Fanchia, and after renouncing his military life and a planned marriage following her sudden death, he studied in Britain and was ordained a priest in Rome. Around 484 AD, Enda established the monastery of Killeen on Inishmore, the largest of the Aran Islands, with land donated by his brother-in-law, King Angus of Munster. This community, known as the School of Saints, became a rigorous centre of asceticism, learning, and missionary training, where monks lived in stone cells under the strict rule of prayer, fasting, and manual labour. His monastery served as the spiritual home for numerous future saints, including Saint Colum of Iona, Saint Brendan the Voyager, Saint Ciaran of Clonmacnoise, and Saint Finian, who carried the light of the gospel across Ireland and beyond. Saint Enda is celebrated for dividing the island into 10 parts to build monastic houses, creating a burning light of sanctity in Western Europe, and his legacy endures as the father of Irish monasticism. Oh wait, I should have, oh, never mind. So, he appears to have 2 Troparia. So I guess he has 2 Troparia. So there's this Troparion tone, a father of Irish, also known as Plague or 4th modal tone, a father of Irish monasticism. From Candida Casa thou didst settle on the Isle of Aran, where thou didst train Saint Colum Cille and other glorious saints. Holy Father Enda, pray to God, to Christ our God, to grant us great mercy. And then we have over here Troparion tone 4. O venerable Father Enda, lamp of the Western Sea and father of many monks, thou didst make the desert of Aran to blossom with prayer and fasting, guiding a multitude to the narrow path of salvation. Thou hast been shown to be a light of the of Ireland. Pray to Christ our God that he grant mercy to our souls. And then there's a Kontakion here in tone 2. Having forsaken earthly glory, O God-bearing Endæ, thou didst found upon the islands of the sea a dwelling of angels. There thou didst train a host in the ascetic life, teaching them the way of prayer and labour. Wherefore we honour thy sacred memory and ask thy prayers for us. We do have one bonus entry, which is for Saint Issinger of Verdun, who is Irish. An Irish person who went to Verdun in northern Germany, and he was apparently from the Irish monastery of Annabark, and this person is from the 9th century. May they intercede for us before the righteous judge. I've been Riddle Lazar, God bless you all, and Amen.